reading?
What does it look like?
We got on which after break?
Yeah. So who's going to do a vote on that election thing?
Did you nominate a candidate?
Yeah, you.
Oh, thanks a lot, Benny.
Did you?
Of course I did.
You didn't nominate me, did you?
No chance.
Who did you vote for?
Me.
Jenkins! Can't you go anywhere without mucking about?
It wasn't just me, sir.
That is the story of your life, Jenkins. Come on.
Oh, sir, you give me a neck ache now.
And you, Jenkins, have much the same effect on me. Go and sit down. Well, it's hard, right? Miss Mather, this is Michael Doyle.
Oh, yes, Michael. Did you read it in Mr. Malcolm's class?
Yes, miss.
Right, will you go and find yourself a place? I'll see you later. Quiet, please. Now, today, I want you to continue with the costumes for the school festival. Now, can you all remember what you were doing last time?
Benny was reading his football magazine, miss.
I wasn't, miss. Shut up, Tucker.
Please, miss, I weren't here last time.
Okay, I'll come and talk to you in a minute. Everybody else, collect your equipment and make a start. I'll be around to see you all soon. Do it quietly.
Well, how are things going for the festival?
Oh, very well at the moment. Well, I have one problem. That's the props for the school play. I need a pair of flintlocks, you know, antique pistols for the kids to use as models.
Tricky?
It is, yes. Well, tell me about Doyle.
Yes, well, he could be a bit of a problem, I'm afraid. Well, nothing serious, but a couple of his friends were caught bullying him, so Mrs. Munro decided to split them up.
And put him under your firm hand of authority.
It's the fiendish neck hook.
She isn't. She's his girlfriend. How'd you know? I've seen her. When?
They were in his car.
Where?
Well, promise you won't tell anyone.
Yeah.
In the car park this morning.
She doesn't put his time.
No.
Hey, give me that bag. That's my brush.
Get lost.
Wait a minute, Benny, look what you've gone and done.
It wasn't me. Pushed me.
Did you push him?
I might have done. He did, and he's got my brush.
Give me his brush back.
Who's gonna make me?
I am, right?
Now then, I think it's time we got you settled in, Michael. Whose brush is this?
My miss.
There we are. I suggest you get on with what you're doing. And you, Jenkins. Come on, Michael.
On the move again, Jenkins.
When are we going to be able to sit where we want to sit, sir?
That's what I was going to make it today. You just changed my mind for me.
Oh.
All right, this is Michael Doyle, who joined us today. Doyle, will you sit over there, please? Tricia. Thank you. Right. I now have the full list of candidates for the election of first-year representative to the school council. There are 3 definite candidates: Tricia Yates, Peter Jenkins, and Anne Wilson. There are also 3 rather dubious candidates: Snoopy, the $6 million man, and our budgie, because he can't half talk. These last 3 will have to be disqualified as they are not actually members of the form. Right. Which of you, if any, would like to speak first? Deafening silence. Right, ladies first then. Tricia.
Before I do so, could I ask a question?
Yes?
Well, would it mean I have to go to meetings and things? If I was elected, I mean.
Yes, you would. Once a month for the full staff pupil council, and at least once a week for the pupil subcommittee.
Well, in that case, I'd rather not stand for nomination.
Why is that, Tricia?
She can't stand the pace, sir.
Shut up, Jenkins.
But it's just that I'm not the type for meetings and things, and I know I'd end up missing them. That'd mean letting everyone down.
Well, thank you, Tricia. That's very honest. Yes, Jenkins.
When do all these meetings take place, sir?
Lunchtime or 4 o'clock?
Don't we get out of any lessons?
No, Jenkins. Why? Are you thinking of pulling out too?
No, sir. That's the first thing I'll get changed.
Anne, what about you?
Well, sir, this may not sound very nice, but I don't think Peter Jenkins should be nominated.
Why not? I've got just as much right as you.
It's all right, Jenkins, and I think you better explain that.
Well, sir, what I mean is, if I'm nominated and elected, I'll do my best, sir, for everyone. He just messes about all the time, and he never takes anything seriously. So, you know what I mean.
I do, he's horrible.
I'm not horrible. If anyone's horrible around here, it's you, Pongo.
Shut up, Jenkins. Anne is entitled to her opinion.
It's a stupid opinion.
No, it's not. You're the one that's stupid. We don't want someone who always gets a cane.
That was once.
Once is enough.
No one else has ever had it.
So what?
So it means you are horrible.
I've warned you once, Pongo.
I've warned you, Jenkins. Be quiet. Look, you're all obviously entitled to your own opinions. But the rights and wrongs of Mr. Jenkins receiving corporal punishment is not the issue here. All you have to do is decide whether or not he would make a good representative and promote our interests. Right, thank you, Jenkins. Down here where I can keep an eye on you.
Oh, sir.
Jenkins! Come on, jump to it, run. That's running. Thank you. Yes, Judy, you had your hand up. Anything to add?
Only that I think Anne is right, sir. She should be nominated. That's all, sir.
Okay, well, I think that's enough about you, Anne. Anybody else? Yes, Doyle?
I'd like to put myself forward as a candidate, sir.
Yes, well, of course, you weren't here yesterday, were you? I think we can accept your nomination. You anything to say about yourself?
Only that I'm the man for the job, sir.
Oh, and why do you say that?
Because my dad's a councillor, sir, so I know all about them.
Yeah, my dad's a councillor, sir.
My mum says all the councillors should be shot, because they keep putting their rent, sir. Then your mum's stupid, isn't she?
My dad says that too.
Mine's also.
Yeah.
It's all right. Now, this again has nothing to do with our election. All Mr. Doyle is saying is that he is familiar with the electoral process. Is that right, Doyle?
Yes, sir.
Trying to show off more, like.
Jenkins.
Yes.
Right, so once again we have three candidates. Miss Wilson, Mr. Jenkins, Mr. Doyle. Now, what I want you to do is write down the name of the person you want to vote for. These pieces of paper, pass them down, please, Tricia. All pass them down. And then fold them over so that nobody else can see them. Do you understand? Right. Off you go.
Sir,
Miss Jenkins.
is it all right if you vote for yourself?
I thought you might ask that, Jenkins. Yes. Yes, Hughes.
Can I have another piece of paper, please, sir?
Why, Hughes?
I've changed my mind, sir.
Yes, we'll cross it out and write another name.
I've already done that 3 times, sir.
I see. Pass it down, Grange. Right, is everybody else ready? When you are, as I said, fold it over and then pass it down to the front. Now, come on, as quickly as possible, please. Got to get on with the class.
Sir Jenkins is looking at the papers.
I wasn't, sir. I was just folding them up.
You just leave them as they are, Jenkins. Cute. Right, good. Is that it? Right. Is that everyone?
No, sir, I've still...
Come on, Hughes. You certain now, Hughes?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Well...
Sit down, Hughes. The clock has beaten you. Right, here we go. Anne Wilson. Anne Wilson. Anne. Peter Jenkins. Anne Wilson. Michael Doyle. Jenkins. Wilson. Doyle. Doyle. Jenkins. Wilson. 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 Anne Wilson. Anne Wilson. Anne Wilson. And one that says, I still think our budgie should get the job. Somehow, I don't think the ability to stand on a perch on one leg and say who's a pretty boy then would be of much use on the school council. I don't know, though. So, with a total of 23 votes, 2 of which were blank, the final tally is Doyle 3 votes, Jenkins 7 votes, and Anne Wilson 11 votes. And 1 vote for our feathered friend. So, Anne Wilson is Form 1 Alpha's official candidate in the forthcoming elections.
I think we're going to win anyway.
Yes, come on, Anne, let's have a few words.
Well, all I can say is thank you, and if I am elected, I'll always do my best.
Smash. Right. Busy?
No, but I've a sneaking suspicion I might be in a minute.
Yes, well, it's about the elections to the school council. Anne here has been nominated by our form.
Good for you, Anne.
Thank you, miss.
You see, Mary is acting as her campaign manager, and she's come up with the idea of designing some posters to distribute around the school.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But they haven't been too pleased with their efforts so far. So,
So, you need my help?
In a word, yes.
Is that it? Can I have a look?
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh. Well, it's not exactly eye-catching, is it?
Nah.
Right, well, I'll leave you to it then.
Okay, girls, come on. Let's see what we can do with this.
Go on, Tucky. If you vote for him, we'll all get what we want.
And from what you've just said, I stand for most of the things you want.
Yes, good job I decided not to take part in this election. He'd have stood no chance. Did they ask you? Of course they did. Oh, Mitch recommended me himself. Said I'd easy win the election.
Then why didn't you stand?
I'm too busy for that sort of thing. Doing what? All kinds.
Well, you going to vote for me?
I'll tell you what. If you give me a sweet, I'll think about it, okay?
What about you?
Yeah, I'll vote for you, if you give me a sweet.
Come on, let's go.
See you, Tucker. See ya. Fancy a mosey over at the shop?
No, I gotta go to the gym and look at the team sheet.
Come on, it won't take that long.
No, I want to see if I'm playing next week.
Watch out, that's a three little pigs.
You haven't just been talking to Adrian Jones, have you?
So what if I was?
You're gonna vote for him?
Might do. He gave us a sweet.
You can't vote for him just 'cause of that. Why not? She's never given us a sweet.
Anyway, that Adrian bloke seemed a bit of a bright spark to me.
Anyone's a bright spot next to you. He is. He wants to get rid of rugby and cricket.
And that's the only reason you're going to vote for him?
It's all right for you lot. You didn't have to play cricket with Bionic Foster.
Or rugby.
But you can't vote for him. You'd be letting the form down.
All right then. What's her policy?
I'm going to support the campaign to abolish the school uniform.
That's it then. You lost my vote. I've already abolished half of my school uniform.
Hello. What happened to that?
That new boy, Michael Doyle, and one of his mates done it, sir.
Yes, but still, why the glum faces?
We've just been round asking everyone how they're going to vote, sir.
Ah, not good news?
No, sir, most of the girls are behind him, mainly because she's the only girl candidate. But most of the boys are behind that stupid boy who wants to ban cricket.
It's all so silly, sir. A first year isn't going to be able to change the timetable, is he?
Can't you explain it to them, sir, and tell them to vote for Anne?
Ah, no, that's your job, and Anne's. Mine is to remain impartial.
But it seems such a waste of time. All the boys are concerned about is not liking that horrible old Mr. Foster. Oh, sorry, sir.
It's very funny. I've suddenly gone quite deaf. But look, you have to go beyond that simple explanation, don't you?
How do you mean, sir?
Well, it seems to me the boys obviously feel they have nothing to lose by voting for the anti-cricket candidate. At the same time, they obviously feel they have nothing to gain by voting for you.
But we know that Anne could do a good job.
Yes, you do. But what do the boys think? What is your policy, Anne?
To support the abolition of the school uniform, sir.
Yes, but that's not really something that gives them anything, is it? I mean, half of them wouldn't care if their trousers had only one leg. I mean, you've got to give them something, or appear to offer them the chance of something like abolishing cricket, or certain members of the staff.
Yes, sir, I see.
What do you suggest, sir?
What I suggest is that you go and ask the boys.
There we are. We'll just let that dry and I'll finish them off this afternoon. I must say, I think this is a really terrific idea, Anne. It's a wonder no one's ever thought of it before.
Well, it's like all brilliant ideas, miss. Simple but effective. It's Mr. Mitchell's idea, really. It's he who suggests that we went out and asked the boys what they really wanted.
So we did.
Most of them said they wanted us to get lost.
Oh, I can imagine. No doubt you were probably interrupting something extremely important, like a game of football.
Ah.
Hello.
Hello.
Come on in.
Thought you'd never ask. I've managed to acquire an advance copy of the school magazine, Judy. They've published your article.
Oh, what article is this?
Judy wrote a profile of Anne for the school election issue.
When? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to in case they wouldn't publish it.
Well, come on, Judy, read it out.
Yeah, let's hear it then.
Go on, Judy.
Oh, all right. Anne Wilson, your next first-year representative. Elected by an overwhelming majority, Anne Wilson officially became Form 1 Alpha's candidate for the forthcoming election to the school council. She's already a firm favourite with the electorate.
Oh, you fibber.
And is hotly tipped to win.
By who?
Me. A down-to-earth, sensible girl, Anne has already exhibited her skills as a diplomat by finding a solution to the problem that almost deprived the school football team of its star player.
Who was that?
Benny Green.
Oh, is he that good?
Yes.
Anne's long-term aim is to support the fifth form campaign to abolish the school uniform. However, in the short term, she would like to see hairdryers in the girls' changing rooms. She's been working on another idea, which has been described as a real vote catcher. Unfortunately, details of this new idea were not ready at the time of going to press. That's because we didn't know what it was. These will be announced within the next few days. Keep an eye on your notice boards. That's it.
Very good, Judy.
We've only got 3 days to draw attention to our new vote catcher.
We just have to make sure we put a post where everyone will see them.
So what exactly is it?
Something the school's always wanted, sir.
Ah. Well, am I allowed a sneak preview?
Go on, Anne, show him. Put him out of his misery. Did he?
Ah, it's smashing.
I'm sorry. Come on. I'm sorry. Look, hurry up. I don't want to miss my lesson.
Well, mark it down there. Well, come on, Hughes. Make up your mind.
Watch out. Make way for new first-year representative.
We'll have to wait and see about that, won't we?
Huh, who's going to vote for the girl anyway? No chance.
And what makes you so sure?
Come on.
Wait, get off!
Who are you going to vote for?
Well, it's our business, it's a secret.
Don't you want to vote for him?
No.
I said, don't you?
All right, then.
Get in there. Vote for who I like, and it won't be you. Just you.
How did you say the straw poll went, Tricia?
I told you 3 times.
Tell me again, please.
Look, according to my figures, you should just about win, mainly due to last-minute decisions because of the tax shop idea.
Wish we thought of that earlier.
Oh, how much longer is it going to be?
I didn't think it meant that much to you. I mean, I know you wanted it, but I didn't know how much.
Neither did I. It's just, I feel so close, and I know I could do a good job. Anyway, I don't want him to win.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting so long and for this nail-biting finish, but the final results have been very close indeed. I'll read the results year by year in order of form. First year, the votes were cast for the candidates as follows. Anne Wilson, 44 votes. Andrew Cox, 16 votes. Malcolm Smith, 3 votes. Morgan Thomas, 6 votes. Michael Davis, 17 votes.
How many say?
I don't know.
It's the next one I'm worried about.
Adrian Jones.
Adrian Jones, 40... 47?
41 votes.
41 votes. Sorry about that.
Wait a minute. That only makes... Oh, no.
What? And finally, David Robinson, 45 votes. Therefore, David Robinson is the duly elected first-year representative.
Just wait a moment, will you?
Why, sir? Is anything the matter?
Just wait there.
Second year. The votes were cast for the candidates as follows. Mr. Markham.
What's going on?
Tony has just been informed that David Robinson and a friend
Michael Doyle.
Oh, him.
have tried to bully people into voting for Robinson.
If they've done it once, they've done it 1,000 times.
Who knows which of the votes are genuine and how many have been obtained under duress?
You see the figures?
We can't go through the whole thing all over again.
I don't see any alternative.
Well, just a minute. I think there is an alternative, actually. Now, look, Robinson only beat Anne Wilson by 1 vote, right? Now, absolutely certain that Doyle and Robinson both voted for Robinson. So,
if we disqualify their votes, that means that Robinson only has 43 votes instead of 45.
And leaving Anne Wilson the winner with 44 votes.
Well, I think it's the only sensible way, don't you?
Very well. That's what we will do. Thank you both.
What's been going on? Dunno.
I'm sorry to have to announce that the election of the first-year representative must be amended. One of the candidates has tried to coerce and bully a pupil into voting for him. It didn't work, I'm very glad to say. We have therefore decided that instead of holding the elections again, the people concerned will have their votes disqualified. David Robinson, therefore, now has 43 votes instead of 45. And Anne Wilson, with 44 votes, is duly and properly elected as the first-year representative. Michael Doyle and David Robinson see me in my office directly after registration. Second year. The votes for the candidates were as follows.